We're all familiar with the story of Megillat Esther. Achashverosh commands Haman to go find Mordechai and honor him, dress him in the king's royal clothing, and take him through the streets of Shushan and say before him, "So shall be done to the man whom the king wishes to honor." Achashverosh understands that this is the beginning of his end. He recognizes that he's in trouble, and he arrives at Mordechai's house, and he sees Mordechai teaching Torah, and he asks Mordechai, "What are you learning?" And Mordechai tells him, "We're learning about kmitza, which is when you bring a korban from grain, you take a little scoopful, and it's called a kmitza, and you burn it." And Haman said, "Look, you're studying those laws. That means the power of those laws are what's saving you. See how a few granules of grain can overpower the 10,000 silver coins that I am using to try to destroy you. You, on the other hand, it seems, are being victorious with a few grains." Now, there's a discussion, what korban are we specifically talking about? Rashi understands this was the 16th day of Nisan, which was the day in the time of the Beit HaMikdash that we brought the Korban Omer. Like we're familiar with the law, Sfirat HaOmer, we count from the Korban Omer. The Korban Omer was brought on the 16th day of Nisan, and that's why Mordechai was learning about the Korban Omer. That's Rashi's opinion. But the Maharsha says no. We're talking about the simple Korban made out of solet, made out of flour, which is the Korban that was brought by the poor man any time of the year that he wished to bring a gift. He could not afford the gift, the nedava of an animal, so he brought the nedava of a korban mincha, most simplest korban brought by the poorest of people. And Haman recognized himself. Look at these few grains of flour brought by the simplest man. And look at the power of a simple prayer, a simple korban. This is what it means in Kohelet, says the Maharsha, that a scoopful of nachat, of pleasantness, is more powerful than anything else. What is really more valuable? A few grains of a korban, a few grains of pleasantness, of nachat, or a palace full of silver and gold that Haman had? Here we see our victory. Even Haman recognized it. Our victory came from the few grains of flour brought in our service of God. Greatest gift that we have, more valuable than money. Purim Sameach.